Hello, tarot lovers. Welcome to my September love special, the fantasy love draft for all signs. We're going to have a little fun today and do things differently. But first off, I'd like to go ahead and wish a happy birthday to all Virgos. And then just a quick reminder to go ahead and click the subscribe button if you haven't already to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate and I would like to thank all of my subscribers so far because we've reached 100 subscribers. That really makes me happy and I appreciate your support. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go and tell you a little bit about the rules of the game. So basically how it's going to work is that each team, each zodiac sign is going to have a mascot from the animal spirit deck. And then we're going to have, I had a car fly across the room, so I'll get that in a second. But then we're going to have the moon card for how the season feels. And we are going to take a love card for your strengths as a team. And then we'll have a major arcana, and that will be your quarterback. We will have a court card, and that will be your star player. And then we will be taking 3 of the minor arcana, and that will be how your season is going to go. So we're going to have some fun, and we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to start by picking up the card on the floor, and then we will shuffle and get started for Virgo. All right, great. So let's see what we got here. The one I dropped was communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So that is about partnerships and it is about starting fresh. So let's take that into consideration as we are looking at our teams this year. All right, great. So let's start by getting a mascot for Virgo, and we'll talk a bit about what's in your sign right now. I'd also like to mention real quick that for each of these teams, I'm going to be taking the card out of the deck afterwards. So there isn't going to be any repeats. So everyone's going to have a nice, unique team. All right, Virgo. So with the sun in your sign right now, we also have, let's see, we have sun in Virgo. And that is the only planet that I have in your sign right now. But in your 7th house, we have the planet of Neptune in Pisces. And that's retrograde right now. So I know we've talked about it a few times, but that dreamy quality to your relationships is definitely still there. All right, we're going to pick a mascot card and we'll do the whole reveal at the end. So next up, we're going to pick your quarterback. So let's talk about a few other energies that are connecting to you. You have Pluto and Capricorn, which is trying your planets. And you also have, let's see here, anything else in Earth right now? You have the North Node in Taurus and Uranus and Taurus that are also trying your sign. So I did drop a couple cards. I'm going to pick those up and then we'll grab your quarterback. I have to be careful with my shuffling here. So I'm not doing this every time. All right. Okay. So quarterback for Virgo. All right, and then we're going to choose your star player. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying your season. Definitely feels like we've been doing some organizing and getting some things into how we'd like them to be coming into the fall here. And I like this season quite a bit because I do tend to feel more organized. So thanks for that, Virgo. Thanks for that energy. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to take a past, a present, and a future card. And I will be reusing the minor arcana for the other signs. All right. And then we're going to take a moon card for Virgo, and we will see what we get. We got a moon card, and then your theme of the month, your love angel. Okay. All right, Virgo, let's see who's on your team for the fantasy love draft. Well, we're going to start out with your mascot. The mascot we have for Virgo is the unicorn card. How fun is this? This is your third eye chakra, and the horn comes out of the third eye. This is looking into the future, having a positive feeling about where things are going because you're using your intuition and you have this like horn to the future. And so the unicorn is very a fantasy element. And so with our fantasy love draft, I think that the unicorn will be a great mascot for you. So your quarterback is the magician. How lovely. Okay, so the magician knows how to take all of the elements and use them to their advantage. So we have like the air, the earth, the water, and the fire element, the wand element. You're going to be using all of those to have a successful season. The magician knows how to make those plays happen, knows how to score those touchdowns. And it is a card that is sometimes related to Virgo because of the fact that it is ruled by Mercury. So it could be a lot of good communication going on. There could be some surprises coming into your season this year, but I see that all as a good thing. So your star player is going to be the Daughter of Wands. I see this somewhat as a rookie card, somebody that just made it to your team that still has some learning to do. So we're going to be doing some learning this month about how we can manifest that of which we want. Perhaps you are connecting with a fire sign like a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries, or you are connecting with somebody mercurial like a Gemini or a Virgo, like your own sign. So fun stuff there. But yeah, definitely going to be a playful energy. It's going to feel like you have the ability to make things happen for yourself in a lighthearted way, not necessarily a real heavy feeling as of yet. But let's see how this season feels. The season feels like the South Node. So it says here, don't let your past hold you back, South Node. And right now we have the South Node in Scorpio. And so that is bringing up some of those fears and some of those old thoughts that we haven't dealt with in a while. And what are we going to do with those? Well, if say last season you didn't have a good season and this season you're looking to make it a fresh start, you're going to be manifesting a fresh start. We aren't going to be looking to the past and saying, okay, well, I didn't do as good as I wanted to in the last go around, or maybe in the last game, or in the last few plays I've made in love, but now I'm going to be manifesting something new. I'm going to be being more playful. I'm going to let that negative energy go and focus on that intuition that's coming in very strongly right now to see what direction your team should be taking. And the, let's see here, the love card is your strengths as a team. So the strengths as a team saying this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. How fun is that? So looking to have a serious season, I would say, if this is the one that you're going to be manifesting those positive energies. All right. So the past energy we have is the 5 of Cups, present energy, 5 of Pentacles, future energy, 9 of Swords. Wow. So what do I feel about all of this? Well, maybe like we said, you've been looking to the past and the past has been making you sad. So this horse is like feeling down about himself. And unfortunately, that is what's going on here in the 5 of Pentacles. So if you feel like there's been some energies where you've been left out, or you don't have the money you need, or you're just feeling like heavy and sad, you know, in the future, if you continue in that way, you may start to feel like you're manifesting nightmares instead of manifesting this joyful, playful energy that you have going for you. And so being very aware of where you're putting your energy. If you're looking to the past saying, oh, well, it's not going to go well this season because we lost over half of our games this year. And maybe we don't have the type of money on our roster that other people do. We don't have the confidence because of that. If you stay in that mindset, it's only going to bring more negativity to you. So I would go ahead and realize that if this is the one, if this is the person you seek and who you want to be with, even if it's, like we said, maybe a rookie season, if it's new, then, stay positive, have fun with it, stay positive, and we'll see where that team unicorn can go this season. All right, great. That was super fun. So I'm going to clear these out for Virgo, and then we're going to start over again for Libra. Libra, you're coming up next. Let me get organized, and we will shuffle for Libra. All right, great. So let's see here. That's going to go over there. And I'm going to start by just shuffling these cards back up. And let's talk a bit about what's going on with Libra. Currently, Libra, you have Mercury in your sign, and we do have the sun in the 12th. So you may be feeling more spiritually connected right now. You may be feeling like you're in just more of that dreamy sense, and you're wanting to spend a bit more time meditating, having some spiritual connections with others. All right. I did drop one on the floor again. So I'm going to grab that real quick. And how about we use that one for your quarterback? All right. So let's see what the quarterback is here for Virgo. Excuse me, for Libra. All right, Libra. I've got your quarterback. We've got the Emperor. Let's go ahead and pull the other ones. But a little sneak peek. You did get the Emperor as your quarterback. And I see that as a very good team leader. All right. So a few more things about what's going on with your sign. So you still have Chiron in your 7th house, and that could be bringing in some challenges as they deal with old pain and relationships, and trying to move through those in a way that is going to make you just more of a confident, stronger person in general. All right. So we've got your mascot. And then you also have Jupiter in your 7th house. So there is a feeling of expansion. We feel like we're growing, we're moving towards the future in a way that's going to be positive, keeping your head on high. And if the things have been challenging, looking towards the future for some positivity. And Jupiter will be bringing that to you if you haven't felt that already. All right, so we'll take a past, a present, and a future card for your team, for your players this month. And let's see who that star player will be. All right, we got our star player. And then we'll just pick one from the Romance Angels deck. And this is going to be your strengths as a team. But yeah, having Mercury in your sign and getting closer to your season is going to mean that we're going to be discussing partnerships. We're feeling more loving. We're feeling more like our words are ruled by Venus now. So how we're going to be communicating is in this loving way. We aren't feeling like arguing. We want things to work harmoniously, and we want things to be fair and balanced. So very good. All right, Libra, let's see who your mascot is. Your mascot is the lion. Oh, how fun is that? So the lion is going to be not necessarily the Detroit Lions, but this is going to be a lot of strength, and you're going to be looking to that positive energy of the sun. You're going to be the leader, and you've got that fiery element going for you. So I see this as a really good mascot for your month. Let's see what else we have. We talked about the fact that we had pulled the Emperor card as your quarterback. And I see this as somebody who has had a lot of experience as a quarterback, somebody who's going to be a great leader for the team, who's going to be able to call the shots when you are down, and make those touchdown passes and really be a true star quarterback. So exciting for that. The Emperor card is also an Aries or somebody that has the qualities of that fiery leader. So it could to be building a very positive team, I think, for yourself with these strong elements so far. All right, so your star player, we have the Mother of Cups. This is a water sign female, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So you may be connecting with a water sign female, like I said, or you also could be connecting with a boss type, an Aries, fiery male leader. So, all right. And how do I feel the Emperor and the Mother of Cups are going to work together? Well, the Mother of Cups is going to be more receptive, more like a receiver of type. So somebody who's going to go the distance for you, somebody who's going to understand how you feel, and maybe more like a motherly type. And that's going to be important to execute your plan as the leader of the team, as the Emperor. All right, so your strengths as a team. Wow, we've got the wedding card. So there could be some marriage or engagements going on in your future, or you may be going to a wedding this month, and you could possibly meet somebody romantic. I also see this as a very strong partnership. So likely you're going to be making some plays here. I feel like these guys are going to be scoring together. If you're going to have this marriage together as a team, if it's going to be a wedding, then I feel like your partnerships are really going to be highlighted this month, especially those that are serious, or this could also refer to your parents as well, connecting with your parents. Excellent. All right. How the season feels is going to be this moon card, meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. We have the new moon in Pisces in March. And so between now and the next 6 months, just seeing how things are going, sticking with your commitments, sticking with the plan. I think you're going to be feeling like you're going to be making it to the end zone this season. You're going to be making those receptions. Your team should feel strong and like you have that advantage. Past energy we have is the Two of Swords, present energy, Five of Cups, future energy. Love to see this, Two of Cups. So we have the Two of Cups and we have the wedding card. And so I feel like relationships are really going to be working positively for Libra this month. Be sure that you're including everyone in your plans. It looks like we kind of have a pretty tight couple here, but if you have a whole team that you're playing with, make sure that you're being that good fiery leader, including everyone, and making sure that the relationship doesn't necessarily pull you away perhaps from your friend group right now. But it very well could be taking things to that higher level this month. With the meditate and contemplate, if you are thinking about taking things to that next level, getting married or something like that, being sure that you understand exactly how you feel about it, not rushing into things, taking things one step at a time. And if you feel a little overwhelmed, we do have Mercury going retrograde in Libra this month. And so it will give you a chance to reflect and review how your month is going and to slow things down just a little bit. With the Two of Swords in the past, there may have been a decision that you've had to make. And that decision may have been kind of a heavy one. It may have made you feel like sad or that you've lost a relationship. But with the Two of Cups in the future, I see that this relationship is still going to be thriving. Maybe you had gotten into an argument that month and you decided that I'm not going to be in that mode anymore. I'm not going to be sad anymore looking to the past. I'm going to look to the future and see which relationships can be the most positive for me. So with a really strong quarterback and this lovely lion here, I wish you luck in your season. Have fun making those plays. And with that wedding card, I think you will have a great September in love. All right. Awesome, Libra. Okay, next up, we're going to be moving on to Scorpio. So let me pull these cards out that we've already used, and we will get started for Scorpio. So Scorpio, you have the South Node that has been in your sign for, I don't know, about 8 or 9 months, and you're going to be continuing with that energy for about another 7 or 8 months. And that is really bringing up some of these energies that you may have put away for a while. And with having the North Node and Uranus in your 7th house, there likely are still you're having some surprises happen in your relationships. Maybe you're meeting new people, you're going out. There's just that air of just uniqueness and fun in the air, that you're ready to do something different or be someone different at this point in your life. All right, so we're going to take a few cards for you. Let's start with this moon card. So let's see how the season feels. And then we're going to see what the strengths you have as a team with the love card. And of course, your mascot. Let's see what you get. It'd be interesting if one of the signs get their own, if you got the scorpion or something. So get their own animal. So we'll see what you have here. Okay. We have the hyena as your mascot. And let's talk a little bit about that when I'm getting the other cards. The hyena talks of maybe needing to have some sobriety, perhaps. There is that idea of there being kind of a split personality, that maybe half of you feels one way and the other half of you feels another way. And that's causing you to maybe want to just go out and not really worry about any of it. So as a football team, you may not be coming together properly. There could be some people partying too much on the team, or you may have to work a little bit harder to make things happen for you. All right, we're going to take a past, but having some fun, lighthearted times. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, how often are you doing that compared to getting the rest of your work done? And if it's all party and no work versus all work and no party, finding that balance so that you do have a successful season, so that and that you may be helping somebody else with this as a counselor with this same kind of energy. Either way, the laughing hyena definitely could have the last laugh. So even if you aren't necessarily winning, enjoying that process as you go. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay. The quarterback that we have for your team. Oh, how fitting. I really like this for Scorpio. You have the Tower card. So Scorpio, you do rule the Tower card. So we may see lots of changes. Having that Uranus energy in your 7th house could feel like the Tower. Things are just coming down around you. Maybe you've had to do some Hail Marys this month, or maybe you've lost a few games, or your team is injured right now, or you aren't feeling very well. So if you're feeling that heaviness, the house cards may have fallen, and it may have been pushing you back to maybe going out partying instead of staying at home and solving the problems. If that's the case, I would say take time to heal up, take time to heal the team, and then go back to having fun. There's a time and a place for everything. So keeping that in mind. This will help you though. Your star player is this seasoned father of swords. So it is much like having a lawyer on your team. This is somebody who knows the rules, who is going to play by the rules, and isn't going to take any crap. So between you and your star player here, the quarterback and the star player, I see you as being a pretty serious-minded team. If you've lost in the past, then you don't want that again. So you're going to be a little stricter this month as to how it pertains to your relationships and what you're moving through. Maybe a little bit more high and dry, perhaps not so lovey-dovey. But that's all right. If you have to be, let your team know that they need to be practicing more, that they need to be putting in the effort, then that will hopefully make you more successful in the long run, so that we don't have this Tower coming back around again, like it does sometimes. All right. So you're, let's see how this the strengths as a team. Your strengths as a team is true love. How fun is that? This is the romance of a lifetime. So this could be just the season of a lifetime for you. It may be a season that you feel like you look back at and you truly remember this time of year for yourself. May have gone through a lot of changes. You're really focusing on that which you love. If you love the game, if you love to play, then that is showing you're putting your heart into it. And that is going to hopefully make you worthy of your salary or worthy of your position, and feeling like the game is for the enjoyment and not necessarily always for the win. So then the theme of your season is you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. We're going to have that full moon in Virgo in the springtime. So really focusing on how this new moon energy that we just had in Virgo is going to be working for you over the next 6 months. What are the goals that you set for yourself? How do you want to end the season? You may not be beginning exactly how you want, but you could definitely be ending how you want. Maybe it'll be some come from behind wins if you really believe in yourself and believe that you are good enough, that you're good enough to not only be on the team, but you're good enough to win and to be the number one. So, and that's only going to come if your heart is in it, not if you are just half in and half out, kind of like this hyena energy. So, all right. So what do we have for your past? The past energy I have for Scorpio is the 9 of Swords, present energy, 8 of Wands, future energy. I have the 5 of Pentacles. So you may not feel like you're worthy of your salary. Maybe you don't feel like you're worth what it is that you're getting paid here to be on the team. That's what this card also says. You are good enough. So if you don't feel like you have the money, if you don't feel like you have the looks, if there's something you feel like you're lacking, focusing on that self-love, understanding what it is that you truly love, that Venus energy will be coming around to serve you one way or another. But right now it may just feel like something's missing. So what are you going to do? Well, if in the past things haven't gone as well as you wanted, there's been some anxiety. Maybe you haven't been feeling well. Maybe you haven't been sleeping enough. Maybe your team's a little tired. Let's communicate. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's have that huddle. Let's get in and let's figure out what it is that we can do to move forward, to move through where you may be feeling stuck. And if you want to have that advantage, if you want to have that home field advantage and to feel like you guys are the ones that everyone's cheering for, then you have to be cheering for yourself as well. So be mindful of that. I believe that anything is possible, especially as we have these eclipses coming up. We are going to have eclipses starting in October, and allowing those changes to happen, focusing on your positivity and knowing that in the end, whatever happens, you absolutely deserve. Okay, excellent, Scorpio. We're going to put these back, and then we're going to move on to Sagittarius. So let's see here. I'm going to boom, boom, boom. We're going to put these back. And then Sagittarius, let's start shuffling for you. Let's start shuffling for your mascot. And let's talk a bit about what's going on. Right now you have, pardon me. Right now you have Jupiter, your ruling planet in Aries, in retrograde at this time. And that's going to be, this one, and that's going to be trying your sign. So maybe reflecting on the areas of expansion, on the ways that you've grown in the past, say 4 or 5 months, and how that is going to be benefiting you. You may maybe not moving forward as quickly as you normally do, but making some plans for the future. So as that pertains to relationships, you likely could be feeling the love, but maybe just not taking as much action as you were in the past. We also have Chiron that's trying your planets at 15 degrees. Opposite you, we have Mars and Gemini. So what actions do you want to take in your love life as it pertains to good communication, as it pertains to feeling like the other person is your true soulmate? How does that how does that work for you right now? And reflecting on those things is going to bring good choices. I think making good choices here this month is really going to be important. All right, here is your star player, and let's get your quarterback, and we'll see what we have for Sagittarius. And so, yeah, I know Sags have had interesting roads with relationships, having just the past few years, having the South Node and then having, Saturn and all these different things working with you. But now that those have moved on, I think it's really important to be the guiding light for yourself and for others, to use that higher knowledge and power that you have to bring in and manifest what it is that you deserve. So we'll see what the cards say. All right, what's the team look like for Sag? Our mascot is the black egg. So Sags, you have the throat chakra ruling your team. So definitely communicating, especially as your thoughts are concerned. Like, how are you feeling? What words are you allowing to run through your head? And are you believing those or not? So if you've been sitting there like talking shit to yourself, then that's gonna come into play. We're gonna see that happen. You aren't going to be performing to your best if you aren't doing that good visualization and feeling good about yourself. However, if you are, then that's really going to be beneficial. So communicating with your team, working well in that huddle, knowing what the plays are going to be is going to be a strength of your team. Absolutely. And that is, the throat chakra is here. It's the fifth chakra. So focusing on that energy right there. All right. Your strengths as a team are going to be let go of control issues. Ooh, that's kind of a challenging one. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So yeah, letting go, allowing things to flow. If something doesn't go your way, just letting somebody else maybe have their way for once. It doesn't always have to go your way. You're strong enough to know that you can let it go somebody else's way. And I'm not talking about losing the game. I'm talking about playing a better game and having a greater idea of, your strategy for the long run. So the theme of the season, or how the season feels is gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goals. So kind of this pregnant moon, maybe some of you are pregnant and you're almost about to have your baby, but maybe some of you are have been working on something for a very long time and you're just feeling like, okay, is it here yet? Has the season started yet? I've been practicing all summer long. I'm ready to get out there. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to win. Ready to make those first downs. But, you have to get out there on the field first. So it seems like you've done all the prep necessary. You've done all the internal work. You have what you need. And now it's just putting things into action more. So, and letting things flow the way they want. Like, you're going to put something into action and that may or may not stay on that course. It may change courses. And so allowing things to change course as they're needed. Your quarterback is going to be the strength card, which is the Leo card. And we did just have that beautiful Leo season. So what did you learn in that time frame when those planets were trying your sign? How did you harmoniously become stronger as an individual, and remembering what you've already done, how you've already proven your strength. You don't have to keep proving your strength over and over again. If you're the Tom Brady of quarterbacks, you don't have to tell everybody that you're great. People already know that you're good. So keeping your strength on the inside, and if you need to use it on the outside, certainly using it, but you own it now. You own it more now than you ever have. So that's excellent. And your star player is going to be the Mother of Swords. So if you've been hurt in the past, that may still be on your mind. You have this sword available. You're feeling more abundant with the owl, but you have this sword available to cut out what isn't necessary. Maybe somebody comes back into your life and you're like, no, I'm not ready yet. And so you aren't connecting. You're being more of the high and dry woman, and maybe being a bitch if you have to. But to have this as your star player and to have that black egg, you're definitely not afraid to say what needs to be said. So saying what needs to be said, speaking your mind, doing so in a way that we aren't bringing others down, but helping them build their own strength. So really being a good team leader at this time, I feel like as it comes to communication, that way you guys can, make those plays and win the game and feel like everyone's going to be involved and nobody's going to be shut out or shut down. So the past energy I have for you is the success card. This is the 6 of Wands. Current energy, 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Past or future energy, 3 of Swords. So, how does this look? Well, you've had success in the past. You know what it feels like to be successful. And we talked about that with the Strength card. So you've gone through a transformation of sorts, and now you're moving forward. You've been on your, maybe you've been winning for a while, and you know what it's like. You've kind of been on your high horse, and that feels good. But then things always need to change. I mean, life isn't going to stay the same. So where does that move through? Well, if we're moving through this feeling of happiness, remembering what that feels like, especially if there is an injury or if there's an illness or if something negative happens and you're feeling extra emotional, remembering those happy times so you can bring them back in when you're feeling sad. Like there could be a 3-party situation, or there could be just some heartache that you're moving through. And if that's the case, I wish you luck. And if you're feeling injured and you've got, you got to look at that IR bench, you got to look at that injured reserve bench and maybe bring in some other people. Maybe your star player does get hurt and then you have to use your backup quarterback, but you have the strength to do that. You have the depth and the strength as a team to succeed as long as you do that good communication, and you have the strength to move through anything that as it comes up. And just remember that if other people are sad, you can be the person that helps them, cheer them up. Sagittarius is really good at that. And if you're the one that's sad, allowing yourself to have that time, but then moving forward with a positive attitude. So that's what we have here with the 10 of Cups. But yeah, as we're looking at, just letting go of control issues and the black egg, being mindful of what you're going to say before you say it could very well help, so that you can shift any of the old patterns that you may need to move through right now in order to have better relationships. Okay, awesome, Sagittarius. I wish you luck with your season. I think it's going to be a good one. All right, so I'm going to put these away, and then we're going to move on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, let's start shuffling for you. Let's talk a bit about the planets that you have working for you right now. You've had Pluto in your sign forever. It's retrograde right now at 26 degrees. You also have, let's see, you have Black Moon Lilith in your 7th house. So maybe you're a little, had some negativity towards relationships, or you've felt like there has been, like you need to have more of a positive attitude. If there's been maybe somebody that, I don't know, just wasn't being very nice or something. So let's take your mascot, and then we're going to take the love card, which is your strengths as a team. Let's see if one jumps out, but otherwise I'm just going to pick one. All right, so let's just pick one. And then other things that you have working for you. So the sun is trine your sign right now, sun in Virgo. And so you may be feeling like you're wanting to do some traveling. You may be feeling like you're wanting to do some organizing and just be more on top of things. I know you're always usually such a hard worker, but you may just be maybe you're cleaning out your computer, you're getting your desk organized. No, that's not very romantic, but it may allow for some more time for you to then spend in romance. I like to always offer that to Capricorns. Don't forget about having fun, and don't forget about just going out on dates, buying something nice for your partner. All right, we're going to take a past, present, and a future card. And then let's see who your quarterback is, and let's see who your star player is. But yeah, you also have Uranus in your 5th house and North Node in your 5th house. So you may have had some surprises come around with with love interests, and you may be focusing more on that fun surprise element as it comes to romance, meeting some new people. All right, one more. Here's your star player. Let's see what we got for Capricorn for love for September. Okay, so your mascot is, we've got the camel. Ooh, we talked about traveling. The camel definitely travels well. Camel also drinks enough water. So your team, maybe from the desert, maybe, and you're the camels. And so you may be playing really well on the road this year. Perhaps your away games are going to be going very well. Not only are you winning at home, but you're winning on the other team's court, so to speak. So then we have, I love it. So then we have the Hanged Man as the quarterback. So I would watch out maybe for some delay of games. Watch out for that time clock. You may be waiting too long to make the play, and something comes in and you weren't expecting it. So be very aware as you're meditating in your bat cave there of what it is that you want to do, and be ready to make the action when it happens instead of waiting on the sidelines. So watch out for the time clock, I would say. And I know that Capricorn rules time with Saturn. And so playing well with the time clock, I think, is going to be important. Making sure you're on time. All right, things like that. Okay, so your strengths as a team is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And I do think that works well with the Hanged Man, because you're obviously waiting for something. Maybe you're waiting for some new players, and maybe you're waiting for your some extra money to do what you want, or for some other things in your life to calm down before you're able to move forward in relationships. Your star player is going to be a very seasoned one who knows how to have good boundaries, and probably a very good defensive player here. I see who's been around for years. This is we've got the Father of Pentacles here. So this is very much like you. You are going to really be feeling in your zone this month, I feel like. And hopefully that'll be in the end zone, right? Scoring those touchdowns. And this person is no rookie to football, is no rookie to the game. And so you're going to be playing an excellent game. You're going to be having enough money to spend, it looks like. So where are you going to be focusing your money and attention on? And if you have to take a little bit of a pause to figure out what that's going to be, to have those strong boundaries, to build up your defense, then definitely do that. The feeling of your season is believe in the impossible. Blue moon. That could sound like a Super Bowl to me. And if you have this idea of believing in the impossible, maybe you're just looking like, okay, let's win our division, and then let's see what happens. Maybe we'll make it to the big game, and maybe we'll win. So believing in the impossible is going to really help your team be more successful this year, and could bring some exciting stuff to you. So yeah, with that Uranus in the 5th house, your romance maybe just be things are happening that you didn't expect. So, all right, past energy, this seems to be coming out quite a bit. We have the 5 of Cups. You're definitely feeling like the past is still hanging over your head. There's something that happened in the past that's making you sad, that you're still mourning over. You're looking at the 3 cups that have been spilled instead of the 2 that are full, and the glass half empty isn't going to help you in the season. We need to look at the glass half full. And so focusing on what it is that is positive and releasing what it is that is negative is going to be important for you this season. Central energy, we have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles says that, well, all in all, I think it's going to feel pretty good. 10 of Pentacles is having it all, and having that with the blue moon, I feel like you're really going to be happy at home. Your partnerships are going to be going well for you. Like I said, if there's some surprises that come in your home life, in your family life, I think they're all going to be for the positive. But, 10 of Pentacles also speaks sometimes of an ending. So maybe with this, maybe this is your last season with some of these star players, and you're going to have the best season, but then next year may be a year where you're rebuilding. So enjoy it while you got it, I say. And the future energy we have is the 7 of Cups. So you may be looking at who you're drafting. You're looking at your options. You need to bring some more players to the team. Maybe you just have a couple of old guys and you need to bring in some new blood. So who are those new bloods going to be? Maybe you're dating around and you're testing out some different ideas for yourself, which can be fun. So enjoying yourself, maybe feeling a little confusion. Perhaps there was an interception. Maybe you threw it to the wrong player and your play didn't go as well as possible as it could have possibly gone. So if you're feeling a bit confused, understanding, only one of these, turn it upside down, only one of these cards is the right one. Only one of these choices is correct. So which one's that going to be? You got your quarterback here, the hanged man. Maybe he's a little stuck. He's looking at all the options that he can throw to, and maybe he gets tackled. Maybe there is a quarterback blitz and he gets tackled before he can decide where to throw. And so if that's the case for you, just having a plan of how you want to move ahead so that you can be successful, so that you don't have those interceptions and that you do perhaps make it to that Super Bowl game. All right. Have fun with that, Capricorn. I'm going to put these back and then we're going to start shuffling for Aquarius. But yeah, hopefully y'all are enjoying these. I'm having fun with them. Absolutely. So we are going to be moving on now to Aquarius. Aquarius, we have had Saturn in your sign for quite some time, at least over a year. It is currently at Saturn in Aquarius is at 20 degrees. And so retrograde. So maybe doing some reflecting and learning on the areas that you've had to change. Maybe you had to get a new job. Maybe you had to move. Been working with some heavier topics. Maybe you've been in school. Some of these types of things that now you're reflecting on all of those great changes you've made up to this point. And that's going to be helpful. Maybe you've been coached a little extra, coach has been up your butt or whatever about everything, or that could be your boss or somebody like that. But, if you've had to go back to spring training, or you've had to go back to really focusing your attention on what has to be done rather than having as much fun, then your time for fun will come, and you will be that hard work will be paying off. So I feel like your hard work's going to be paying off. Let's see. We also have other planets. We have Mercury and Libra. So that is working harmoniously with you. The communicating with your partners, communicating fairly, having the right thing to say at the right time, etc. So being kind to others. Things like that. All right. Which I know, Aquarius, you're always good at ruling the 11th house. You're excellent with people and friends and everyone else. So enjoying those connections. All right. So they're only missing one here. I just need to get your mask on. So let's do that. It's my camera. All right. So, all right. Let's see what we have for Aquarius. Who's your mascot this year? All right, Aquarius. We have the sharks. Aquarius is the sharks. So very cool. There could be some drama sort of circulating around you. There could be somebody that's been watching or spying on you, or maybe somebody's trying to cause some trouble. So you could be kind of the troublemakers, maybe kind of the raiders of the of the NFL. And then let's see. Who we have, or maybe the dolphins, but the sharks are a little tougher than the dolphins, but okay, your quarterback is going to be the high priestess. So connecting with perhaps connecting with a Pisces, or feeling very intuitive, knowing where you're going to go, maybe keeping some secret, maybe you have some secret plays here, some secrets going on. Then your star player is going to be a rookie. We've got the daughter of swords, we've got the page of swords. So this is interesting. We've got two spy cards here. I always see the page of swords as a spy card as well as the shark. So maybe you've got somebody else's playbook and you're trying to see what they're going to do so that you have a one up on them as a kind of an unfair advantage, I would say. But watch out for that. There could also just be some truth coming through. Could be connecting with another air sign like an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But maybe you get just you're speaking your truth, and maybe that's to the person that's spying on you, or you're just sending messages as they pertain to facts, things of that nature. All right, so the theme of your season, so your how your season feels, the moon is going to be very interesting. Okay, this came out when I was shuffling at the very beginning. Communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So that Gemini energy, we have Mars in Gemini right now, is trying you, and that's going to be, like we said, working harmoniously. So maybe your anger that you've had in the past is dissipating a bit and you're able to talk about it more. Aquarius, I know that things are challenging when you have Saturn in your court. And so you may be working hard at speaking your truth, telling people what's on your mind in such a way that you aren't burning bridges, but you may have done some observation that you have to then bring to your partner and say, what's this all about? I noticed some girl just keeps driving by our house. Are you dating her? Who is that? Or it seems to be that maybe you're spying on somebody's social media, something to that regard. But if you're doing that behind the scenes stuff and you're working with a partner and you have some secrets to reveal, like it says, communication is key. So be careful about how much you're hiding. The strength as a team we have is playfulness. Well, that's good because we have to play to be in the game. So you're definitely going to be out there making the moves. And whether or not it's going to be a winning season or a losing season, whether you're going to get those touchdowns or whether it's just going to be a couple of field goals, you're going to be out there making the moves happen. And I'm proud of you for that, having fun while doing it. So it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So having fun, even if you're losing. All right. So back to these energies. The past energy I have is the Four of Swords. Present energy, Ace of Cups. Gotta love that. Future energy, Three of Swords. So what does all this say? Well, let's talk about the Four of Swords first. You may have put some things on pause. Maybe you've been doing some resting. You've been resting up for this season. You've been thinking about it, been doing some yoga, been doing some meditation, taking a break. So taking a break is good. And now you've figured out what you want. This little lamb, it's got the enlightenment that it needs in order to move forward. And what is that going to move you forward to? Absolutely self-love. No doubt about loving yourself first, even if there is a breakup, even if there is a spy or is somebody looming around you that you don't like. All of these things are going to be areas of growth for you as a team, areas of growth. So especially because you have a rookie player here, there's things that you're growing through. And that self-love is going to give you the energy to get there. Sometimes we go to a workout and we just don't have what it takes that day, but we still feel like we did our best. And instead of getting upset with yourself or not feeling good about your performance, allowing forgiveness for yourself and allowing forgiveness for others. And that will help move through any challenges that you may have this month. I will say that if you aren't feeling well, if you're feeling ill, if there's been a death or if there's been a sickness or some kind of a breakup, taking that time to meditate, find some clarity, enjoy any of the downtime that you do have, and do something nice for yourself. All right. Excellent, Aquarius. Enjoy those energies. I will be rooting for you as well. I have Moon in Aquarius. So, all right. We're going to put those away. We're going to move forward on to the next one. So the next energy I have, we're going to be talking about is Pisces. So Pisces, we've had your ruling planet of Neptune in your sign for a long time. It's still there. It's retrograde. So you may be reflecting on some of those more spiritual elements of yourself, but really not working with anything delusional or where you're not telling the truth to yourself or others. I'm going to take the Strength as a Team. That's your love card. And then we're going to take a mascot for Pisces. Let's see what we get. But yeah, beyond Neptune, you've had, let's see, you have right today, we have the moon in Scorpio. It's only there for a couple of days, and that's going to be trying your sign. So maybe feeling like you want to just be at home, stay on the home front, feel good about what's going on at home, which is excellent. We're going to take a moon card, which is going to be how your season feels. Oops, definitely wants to be that one. And let's get your quarterback. These major arcana, I'm only using one per sign, so everyone's getting a unique one. Let's see what we get for Pisces. Ooh, Pisces. I love it. I peaked early. Let's talk about your quarterback here. Pisces, you've got the Hermit card, okay? So as I'm taking these other cards, we'll talk a bit about the Hermit for your quarterback. The Hermit is a Virgo, so you may be having some Virgo in your love life this month. Also, you could be just looking within for the answers, slowing down, spending some more time alone. I love the fact that we have the sun in your 7th house of Virgo right now. So that is working for you harmoniously with your relationships. And it may just make you feel like you want to be maybe just you're spending some quiet time with your lover. Or maybe you're going to see some turtles somewhere. No? All right, so we got a past, and then we have present and a future. I'm just missing 2 more, and then we'll talk about everything. But yeah, I really like that Hermit card. You know, Pisces, the next moon cycle is going to be a full moon in Pisces, and that's going to be allowing things to come to a completion, and all of those feelings and all of those thoughts and all that stuff's going to be bubbling up, and it could just feel extra emotional. So if it feels like that, when you have your full moon, then slowing down, spending some time alone, going into your shell, doing that safety thing in order to move through those emotions and protect yourself. All right, so let's look at what your mascot is. Ooh, I love it. Okay, the mascot I have for Pisces is the wolf. So the wolf is connecting with others of like mind, finding your friend group, feeling like you're one of the pack. So definitely a nice team energy here. Everyone feels like they belong. You can rely on your team like a trustful dog, for example. But yeah, so as your mascot, you're the wolves. Very, very cool. Then your star player beside your quarterback is going to be the Son of Cups. It's going to be the Knight of Cups, who I like to think of as a wide receiver and somebody that has the receptive qualities as a male or as a female, somebody that wants to give nice love messages, and somebody who is basing the decisions on the heart. So let's see what else we have. The theme or the strengths of your team is trust, which I think is fabulous. Trust, if you're working with those of like mind and your friends and your close families, those who are a part of the pack, likely you do have to have trust with them, otherwise they wouldn't be part of the pack. And so having trust within your team, knowing that the other players are going to be doing what they signed up for, that they're going to be there when they said they were going to, and they're going to be working just as hard as everybody else. So then how the season feels is going to be step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So step out of your comfort zone. We're going to be maybe learning some new plays that we haven't done in the past. We're going to be moving forward in a way that's different than how we've done it. Right now, you have the North Node in your 2nd or 3rd house, depending on how your placements work as a Pisces rising. However, what's that mean? That means you're feeling good about yourself. You're engaging in the senses. You're engaging in your community. You're deciding what you're going to leave behind so that you can move into the new. So new goals and new areas of growth. Maybe you could be visiting some places you've never been to before, maybe doing some traveling. Let's see here. The past energy for your team is the Ace of Cups. The present energy for Pisces is the 3 of Swords. Wow, that one's coming out quite a bit. The future energy is the 3 of Cups, which is great. Happiness at the end of it all. At the end of it all, we're going to be happy. So that's a good goal, regardless of what challenges you may be feeling like you're going through this month. So, but it says we're going to start off the month feeling really strong about our self-love. We're going to start out scoring. We're going to start out, we kicked off, we maybe scored on the kickoff. We had a punt return for a touchdown. First off, you got to love that. You're feeling great right at the beginning of the game. Things are going well. And then your quarterback gets injured. What are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? Your star player, or your quarterback, maybe he gets injured, or maybe your star player gets injured. And you're like, wow, you know, we don't have our receiver that we need, or, you know, our quarterback is down. We're going to have to use that second string player that maybe we don't trust as much, that they don't necessarily do that good of a job. So how could this work in like your real life? Well, maybe you lost some trust in a friend, and if somebody's coming back and you're saying, okay, well, we have to move through this pain in order to feel like we can celebrate again. And so maybe that one game, maybe you didn't win, but because of the injuries, but in the future, you're going to be happy. Things are going to get better. You're going to have that joyful celebration. Or maybe your QB went down and then your second string guy won the game. And like you were all sitting here upset, sad about the fact that you thought you were doing great. And then things went bad and you focused on the negative, but really things ended up being positive, that there was a good outcome, regardless of whether or not you were sad, or whether you weren't feeling well, or whether you had to deal with a death or a breakup. Okay. So if any of those energies seem like they're working with you this month, then it says, take it in, focus on what you can control, do some meditating, do some spiritual work, and step out of your comfort zone. And in the future, you will have that happiness, and focus on those loving messages that are going to come in from those other team members of yours that are supporting you. Okay, awesome. Love it for you, Pisces. And next up, we're going to be moving on to Aries. So let me clear Pisces team out of the way here. And let's start talking about Aries. Aries, you have Jupiter right now in your first house, along with Chiron. So we have Jupiter at 6 degrees of Aries retrograde, and then we have Chiron at 15 degrees Aries retrograde as well. So at some point, we're going to have a Jupiter Chiron conjunction in your sign, and that's not going to be like this month. It's going to be in a few months, but how's that going to, work with you in the future? Well, you're still moving through areas in which you're growing from past hurt. So if you've had some past hurt, you may feel like things are starting to get more intense as part of your healing process. That, okay, now I used to just feel like this was a fleeting thing. Now it's something that's on my mind quite often. And so as you're moving through any of the areas of emotional growth, or areas of strength that you have to gain in order to be more successful in your future in dating and love, then just allow them to happen. Maybe that means that you're alone instead of in a relationship, but either way, what's most important is feeling good about you. You're number one, right? Aries is always number one. So they're the first house. So they get to be number one all the time. So, yeah. And so even if you're getting a little tired of being number one all the time, then, taking a pause, taking a back seat, if that's necessary, and allowing your team to help you, allowing your world, your team, community to work with you. All right. So then we're just going to take a quarterback and a star player, and then we're ready to go. All right. Let's take our star player here. And then our quarterback for Aries, QB. All right, let's see what we got, Aries. The mascot of your team for this season is going to be, I saw what it was, and then I dropped it. It's going to be the earthworm, okay? So here it is. Here it is, the earthworm. It just wanted to go straight underground. That's what it wanted to do. It found a hole and it wanted to go in the dirt. So what's that mean for you? You may have a team that has a lot of rookies on it right now. Maybe last year you guys won the Super Bowl and then you lost all your star players because they were old. And this year you kind of feel like you're starting over again. So if you feel like you're starting fresh, you're like new to the scene again. You're like, okay, I'm a beginner. I don't have all the skills that everybody else has, that everybody else seems to have, that are around me. And don't be jealous of what other people have. Just know that you're starting something new for you, and it has nothing to do with where anybody else is at in their process or their journey. So your journey is a new one right now, which is great. Back to the beginning, right? We have Jupiter back at the beginning. So areas of expansion, and also the other planets that may be working for you right now. Aries is, we have Mercury in Libra. So you're communicating well with your partners. You're using those loving words. You're using Venus as it pertains to communication, to speak your mind and to be a good team player in that regard. Okay, so your quarterback is the Wheel of Fortune. How fun is that? Speaking of Jupiter, here we are. How is this cycle going to benefit you in a way that is surprising and new? And anything that's happened in the past, any of the poor karma or negative experiences that you've had, let them cycle through. Let them, this is the midway point of the major arcana. So we're doing some reflecting on from 0 to 10, and then we're going to go from 10 to 21. So what do we have going on at 10? Well, you're going to be getting some surprising positive benefits coming your way this month. There's going to be things that are working in your team that you definitely deserve. There is things that you're owed. You put in the hard work, and now you're going to get the big paycheck. Maybe you'll get that Hail Mary. Maybe you'll win the game on a Hail Mary when you weren't expecting it, and then everyone's excited and surprised. Maybe you didn't think that you had those skills, but then lo and behold, you've got that beginner's luck. So beginner's luck, I will say, is the key phrase for Aries this season. What are your strengths as a team going to be? Right here, we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I would say that any time that you're playing in somebody else's field, and if you're at an away game, you'll definitely be doing well. And I also think that taking some downtime isn't going to be a bad thing. Like maybe you're spending more time resting this season, and you aren't going to be out there playing the field, so to speak. So maybe you've decided not to date as much this season, and you'd rather just take a pause for yourself and gather your strength as an individual prior to re-engaging. Then how the season feels. Ooh, very cool. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. So there's definitely a balance here with this newness, that you may have a new partner coming in. Maybe you don't know them yet. You could be finding love in different ways. Maybe you feel a bit like a rookie in love, and that this is a challenge for you because you're used to being so good at so many other things in your life. You're used to being the best in other areas, and now you're back to the beginning in some areas, perhaps in relationships, and you're like, this is weird. This isn't what I'm used to. That's all right, though. Okay, so who is your other star player? Well, I'm not surprised that your other star player is a rookie as well. So we've got the Page of Pentacles. So feeling like there are some small offers on the table. This isn't like we aren't going out to some major event together. Maybe we're just going to have some pizza or something, but maybe we aren't ready for that big concert at whatever. And maybe you aren't ready to go to the major leagues yet, but you're practicing what it's like. You went out for some coffee and it went well. And now you're like, okay, well then maybe next time I'll invite them over to my house, but you aren't ready to maybe make dinner for them yet, or you aren't sure if you want to give that much yet. So be mindful of where you're comfortable giving, and training those who also need help. There may be some people that you're working with who aren't quite as mature as you are. The Wheel of Fortune has been around for about 10 years. So you have some maturity. Excuse me. Thought I was going to sneeze, but maybe not everybody else on your team has that maturity. So working with the younger ones, working with the children, working with the new players so that they can also be successful, so you can bring them to the point where they can score some touchdowns and make some plays for you. So training the bench. And then, maybe you have some people on your reserve that you're bringing in that now finally are ready to go halfway through the season. So past energy we have is the 6 of Wands, present energy, 5 of Wands, future energy, 3 of Cups. So how does this timeline work for you? Well, it looks like you've absolutely been successful in the past. There's no doubt about the fact that you've been successful. You may not feel on your high horse right now, or maybe at the beginning of the month, you'll have a lot of successes. And then towards the middle of the month, it'll get a little bit more demanding or a little bit more competitive. So perhaps you won the first few games and then you lose a few. And now you're having to be more competitive and you're having to see what what the other teams are doing. And you're like, all right, well, maybe I have to rethink my strategy, or there's somebody else that's going to win right now. And I wanted it to be me. And so that's making me a little jealous or making me feel like I want to argue or want to do something so that I will win. So maybe you're training extra hard, but in the future, this looks like a win to me. Maybe you got 3 points, you got your field goal and that's all it took. Maybe it was 0 to 3 and you won with a field goal. And that's all right though. A win's a win. And if it took a little bit more time to get there, if you had to be more strategic and play your hand well, maybe rotate some players out and make some new plays and maybe work with your special teams and some other things and think about it for a little bit longer so that you can be successful, then great. All right. Excellent, Aries. Good luck with that. And I wish you a great season in love. Okay. And I forgot to mention for Aries, we should say that you may be connecting with a fixed sign or somebody ruled by Jupiter. You also could be connecting with an earth sign. So yeah, forgot to mention that for Aries. So look out for that in love. And I will put these away and we are going to draw cards for Taurus. All right, Taurus, you're up next. Let's see what kind of a season you're going to have with Uranus and North Node in your house. These cards just jumped on the ground. So if we got 2, so we're going to have to reshuffle, but we're going to see what the theme is for your season and your strengths as a team. And then we're going to pull a mascot card. So this will be your strengths as a team with a romance angel. And then we're going to pull a how does the season feel? This is your Moonology deck card. How's the season feel for Taurus? So yeah, I think there's still surprises happening in your own growth, in your own personal life. In your 7th house, we have the South Node. So you may be letting go of old relationships as they don't pertain to you. There just could be just a big changeover in relationships in general. Maybe you left a job and you aren't hanging out with the same people anymore, or you've been in a long relationship that ended and now you're finding some new friends and you're realizing that maybe it wasn't as easy as you thought, or there could be just some areas of challenge that you're working with in order to gain strength. Now, you just had in your 5th house, the sun, we just had Leo season. And I'm curious, how that went for you. If it was a lot of fun, if you were able to get out and do some more playful things and be more lighthearted and be around children and feel more romantic. Hopefully you had a nice season there. And now we're moving into Virgo, which is your 6th house. So we're looking at the health and the organization of your life and being detail oriented around things that need to shift so that you can focus and be successful as an individual and as a team. All right, we're going to pick your star player. And then we're going to pick your QB. Who are we going to get for QB? Maybe the Empress. I don't know. What are we going to get? Ooh. All right. Let's see what we have for Taurus for love for September. Your mascot is going to be the horse. So yeah, maybe that's not quite the Broncos, right? But somebody, I'm a Chiefs fan, so I don't know how I'll feel about the Broncos being on the team. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so you're going to have the horse. So you're going to have a lot of strength as a mascot. Maybe you're a Mustang. Maybe you're and I don't know, a quarter horse or something. But either way, you're going to be a fast running team. You're going to be probably your running game is going to be really good as a team, is my thought. And then you're going to have a lot of strength, and you're going to be using your intuition. You're going to feel like you can just move through almost like wildfire, like through that. You're going to push through the line. You aren't going to have a problem with defense, at least for the other team. And then, oh, cool. I'm glad I like that wildfire. We do have the Sagittarius card as your quarterback. So the quarterback is going to be mutable fire. So he's going to be able to run and move and make the plays, connect with the receiver, connect with that tight end, and having some fun while doing it, and enjoying the balance. This quarterback isn't going to be, some kind of a big party guy. Is going to be more of somebody that takes it slow, that has a good head on their shoulders, who enjoys to have a good time, but also knows when to slow down and take a pause. So then you got a rookie here for your star player. We got the Page of Cups. It says Daughter of Cups. So this new receiver, it could be somebody that was just hot off of the draft, and you just picked them up, and this is their first year, and they're excited to make some good plays and to be a good receptor for you. And their love of the game is what's bringing them in. So you may be connecting with somebody that's younger, connecting with somebody who has those childlike ideas and thoughts and messages. But what's good about it is it feels like new love. It doesn't feel like old love. You're bringing in, Taurus, you're bringing in a new, fresh energy. And you may be feeling younger. You may be feeling like you are that new, fresh energy. So love it, love it. Our strengths as a team, the love card we have, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Well, and in this page, it has to feel safe in order to love. I mean, that's kind of the idea of a child who loves, that there's a safety involved with that. And so maybe you'll get a safety. Maybe that's it. Maybe you'll get a touchdown and then you'll win with the 2-point safety. How about that? All right. So what is the, let's see here, how the season feels. Ooh, emotions are running high, Taurus. Supermoon. Ooh, maybe you'll make it to the Super Bowl, but either way, it's going to be an intense season of feeling like we're up and then we're down. And then, oh my gosh, we did win, or we had a player injured and now we're going to have to figure out what to do. It could be kind of an emotional roller coaster perhaps for your season. So staying grounded, being aware of where your mind goes, and making the next right choice based on what it is that you do feel is safe. So, all right. So the past energy for your team we have is the 10 of Swords. The future energy, or the present energy, I'm sorry, is the 4 of Cups. And the future energy is the 3 of Swords. Well, the 3 of Swords has come out quite a bit. And so there may be a lot of people who feel like they're going through a healing cycle this month. So it could be you, or it could be your partner. Either way, the 10 of Swords in the past says that we've gotten hurt like this before. We're going to do it like that again. Maybe last season was a losing season, and you're like, I don't want to be stabbed in the back. I don't want to lose 10 times this season. I don't want to go 10-6. I want to go 6 or I don't want to go 6-10. I want to go 10-6, right? So maybe last year you lost 10, and this year you're hoping to win 10. So how does that feel? Well, it feels like it's just going to be a new horizon for you this year. The past didn't work. We've regrouped as a team. There's things that we're moving forward in, and it's not going to be what we did before. So maybe you have a new coach. Maybe there's some new energy that's going to be able to work for you. So the present energy is the 4 of Cups. So there may be just an energy of being a little bored, or being a little lethargic, or not feeling in the mood. You also may be saying no to certain things. Maybe you had the opportunity to bring some people on that you didn't feel were right for the team, and so you said no. This rat's kind of covering up its emotions. You may not be expressing what's bothering you. So be aware of what it is that isn't working, and so that you can bring in what is working. Maybe on the 4th down, you didn't convert, and then you lost the ball, and now you're kind of like, like, I don't know if I want to go back in and play again. Well, you have to keep playing. Okay. And if you're injured, we got 3 of Swords in the future. If you're injured or you aren't feeling well, then take a break. Say, coach, I can't do it today. I've been sick, or I went through a breakup, or there's been a death or some kind of a sadness. And so if that's the case, then staying clear with how you feel. If your emotions are running high, then, doing the safe thing, saying, okay, I'm going to just keep it simple then, I'm just going to come to practice. I don't think I'm ready for the game, but, I'm going to be here to support everyone. I'm going to be here to bring balance. And, I think overall you're going to be successful. It's going to be a good season. I think I love that horse for you as that, the strong running game. So having that strong running game, feeling good about where it is that you're going. And if you have to move through some heartache or some heavier feelings, just letting those pass so that you can come back and play in full health next time. All right. Awesome, Taurus. Now we're going to move on to Gemini. And I'm going to shuffle the cards for Gemini, and we're going to see what we get. All right. We're going to start, Gem, by seeing what's going on in your sign. I already got a mascot card. That one wanted to pop out. We've got Mars in Gemini right now. And so you may just feel like you're kind of going in circles. There's a lot of mutable action. You may be, as it pertains to your team, you may be learning a lot of new things. You could be bringing new people in. There may be areas that you're having to communicate better on that you didn't before. And those are going to help your success as a team. I always feel like, when Mars is in Gemini, kind of anything goes, be ready for anything. And let's see here. We've got your mascot. We've got a love card, and we've got a moonology card. And so, watching your temper, making sure you don't get too heated. If it's been a hot day, if it's been a hot game, cooling off, getting hydrated, being sure that you're grounded and you aren't dealing with any extra confusion at this time. All right, Gemini. Also, we don't have anything in your 7th house right now, but in your 5th house we have Mercury. So. Communicating, what are we communicating about? Communicating about love, or communicating about partnerships, and how those are going to work harmoniously, maybe making some deals with people, working with those Libra energies. All right, we're going to take a past, a present, and a future card. All right, let's see what we get for Gem, for love, for September. Well, the mascot of your team, Gemini, is going to be the bats. Woo! We got the bat. We're going to be playing very good in those night games, I think. Any of the, maybe the Sunday night or the Monday night football games are going to be on TV. You're going to be winning. You do well at night. And you're going to be focusing on that lunar energy and letting go of things that didn't work in the past. You're going to be letting go of any past upsets, losses, or sadnesses. And so, focusing on how you can move into the new, having let go of some of the past. All right, let's see here. How the season is going to feel for you. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So the full moon in Cancer is going to be in December. And likely at that time, you're going to be celebrating with family. You're going to be feeling positive, likely during the holiday season, but you may also feel like things come to a completion. If there's something you're working on right now, here in a few months, you may feel like you've worked through it. If it's been an emotional time, you're feeling now like we're ready to focus on something new, that, okay, I've been emotional. I've worked through some problems. There's been some stuff that happened, but now I'm good to go. And so that's good. Your theme for your team, or your strengths as a team, is going to be romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So that's going to be fun. You must just playing for the love of the game and having that camaraderie with other people and enjoying positive messages and saying nice things to other people. I think that's really going to be nice. Then I love it. Your quarterback is the star. So your quarterback could be like the best player you have. You could have like the Patrick Mahomes of the quarterbacks here, which is awesome. Gotta love that. Gotta love number 15. But either way, it's having a lot of hope for the future. We're going to have a lot of hope for our season. We're going to let the light shine down on us from this night sky and illuminate those ways in which we're going to get our wish. Our wishes are going to come true. So make your wishes on that night star and figure out where it is that you're going and using the clues from the universe to see where that's going to be at. And this is an Aquarius card, so you may be connecting with an Aquarius. All right. Or you also could be connecting, of course, with the Cancer moon sign. But let's see who our other star player is going to be. The other star player is going to have a fast one here. This is going to be maybe a nice fast tight end. You know, everyone loves a nice tight end. So this is going to be the Knight of Swords. So a fast moving energy, this could be an Aquarius, another Gemini, or a Libra, but you're going to be communicating a lot. You're going to have a lot of thoughts going through your head. Maybe with that Mars and Gemini, there's a lot to do. There's going to be rushing around. But either way, I see it as a skilled player who's going to be nice and fast in making those plays and doing a good job receiving the ball for you, perhaps also a nice fast wide receiver. So love it. The past energy I have for your team is the Nine of Swords. The present energy I have is the Six of Wands. This has been pretty popular. The future energy is the Four of Swords. So what does all this mean in love for you for September? Well, I see in the past or here at the beginning of the month, you may have some anxiety. You may just not be feeling like things are going well. Maybe you lost the first few games and then you're like, ugh, like, how are we going to improve on this? This isn't really going well. We've got Mahomes here and he's been, making the plays, but like, we still haven't been winning the games. Well, stay patient, work through your anxiety, work through your fears, see what's going to happen in the future. And where I see you going is having a successful season. Maybe some ups and downs, but overall, you're going to be feeling good. You're going to have some good wins. You're going to be making those, first downs. You're going to be converting them for touchdowns. There's going to be good defense going on. And all of that means you're going to be transforming as the year moves forward. So what happened at the beginning of the year may be different than what happens at the end of the season. At the end of the season, we're going to be maybe putting some things to the rest. Perhaps you made the playoffs, but you didn't make the Super Bowl. And so either way, now it's time for rest and relaxation. Find time to still feel good about yourself, feel good about the successes that you have, and then rest and relax for next year. But either way, you're going to be using your intuition. You're going to be thinking of things through. And that's going to be good because you feel like if you have to race through life, having this to balance out is good. So definitely thinking hard about what it is that you're going to be doing action-wise so that you can be successful. And we aren't bringing back any of the emotions from the past that may be heavy, but focusing on these positive feelings for everyone involved and definitely being a star of the team, the bats, right? Flying, it's a flying energy. And I know, Gemini, you really do love to fly. You like to be in the air. So that nighttime air energy is going to be working positively for you. Gotta love it. All right, Gem, we are going to look forward to that positive season. And next we're going to move on to Cancer. All right, Cancer. So same thing. Let's start by getting a love card. This is going to be your strengths as a team. And let's talk a bit about the planets that are working for you. You do have the asteroid of Black Moon Lilith in Cancer right now at 15 degrees. So you may just be feeling a little like you're self-judging, or you may be feeling like things are a little negative right now. So working with that negativity, it's just things always aren't as real as your mind makes them to be. You may be focusing on some heavier emotions, and maybe time just to kind of let it go and move on and be happy and experience the positivity. All right. So Cancer, you also have Pluto in your seventh house, which has been there for quite some time. And that's working about transforming your relationships so that you can have more success in the future and letting go of those that are no longer necessary in your life. All right. So let's also pick a quarterback for Cancer. And then let's get your star player. Let's see here. So then you also have Neptune trine your sign. So still allowing for some dreamy energies, allowing for some creativity and some artistic things to come through. Let's see here. Letting it flow. Absolutely. Cancer, you're always good at that. If you're feeling a little bit stuck, just doing some meditation and releasing those things that no longer serve. All right. So we'll take one more card here for Cancer. All right. All right. We got them all. Let's check out what your team is this year, Cancer. Okay. So the mascot for Cancer we have is the otter. Oh, how fun. The otter is a water element and is very playful and enjoys kids and being silly and having fun and is positive, very positive. So very happy to see that. The strengths of the team you have is unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So you may have had to let go of some players. Maybe there's some people that didn't work for your team that you've like, we're going to let you go. We're going to pick up some new people. So if so, that's okay. Maybe we got some new people in the draft. We'll see who comes up here. Okay, a fiery climax approaches. This is going to be how the season feels. A fiery climax. So some real excitement. There's going to be some wins this year. Maybe some losses, but at the end of the year, you could be winning your division and heading off to the Super Bowl. You may feel like you just have that Mars energy. You're making the tackles. You're making the plays. You aren't afraid to go for that crazy play, and it's going to be successful. All right. So who is your quarterback? Your quarterback, oh, we've got somebody brand new. We've got the Fool. We got somebody fresh out of college. And this person is going to, like we said, have that nice Mars energy to make those plays. Maybe they need a little bit more training, could be a little rough around the edges, but they aren't coming with baggage from previous seasons, that's for sure. And they may be young, but they're going to be fresh and they're going to be ready to go. So I love that for Cancer. And then the star player of the team, it's no rookie. Your star player of the team could be somebody that's been around for a while. We have the Father of Wands. This guy knows what it's like to play on a team. He's been the star receiver or the star tight end or one of the key players for a long time, maybe as a really fast running back. He's been around and he's ready to take you to those wins. But fire energy is going to be the name of the game. So you could just have some of those games that, you score 50 points and that's what's so exciting. But you're only going to get there if you get rid of that which is not working for you. So there is going to be some eliminations that happen. Not everyone makes the team. So who do you need to get rid of? Who isn't working for you so you can focus on that new exciting player and absolutely have some fun here. Well, let's see a few more details about where things are going. The past energy I have for you is the 10 of Swords, present energy, 8 of Swords, future energy, 3 of Pentacles. Well, the past energy says we aren't going to get hurt like we did in the past. Maybe last season you got injured and it was because of not doing the right training or stretching. And you realize that now that you didn't come prepared before. And you may have lost a bunch of games last year just because you were so new or you didn't understand how things were going to happen. Well, now you do. There's no doubt about the fact that you know how not to get hurt again. And so keeping away from that which is going to bring you down and keeping away from that which is going to be painful is going to be important right now. The current energy I have is the 8 of Swords. And I see this sometimes as feeling a little stuck. You may have a lot of thoughts that are circling your head. You don't want things to go a certain way, but then you aren't really sure how to move forward, or you just can't move through some sort of a thought. Maybe you need to forgive somebody, or you need to realize that these thoughts are just as real as your mind makes them. You may have Saturn working with you in an uncomfortable way, and that's forcing you to make some changes, but all those changes are going to be for the better. We have the future energy of the Three of Pentacles. So working with your team is going to be very important, Cancer. Who is your team now? So you got rid of some people. So they aren't there anymore. So now you've got this new playful energy, and that playful energy doesn't allow for feeling stuck, really. And so when you look to your mascot and say, okay, my higher power says I need to lighten up. I need to enjoy time with the young ones. I need to go swim around and goof off and have some lighter hearted energies. That's good, because we don't want to go back to this. And learning how to do that and learning to be more playful, we have to release the baggage of the past. And releasing the baggage may not be that easy. It may make you feel stuck. You're like, which bag do I get rid of? I don't know. They kind of all seem important right now. And if that's the case, well, do some meditation, figure it out, ask your team, see who's going to be there to help you decide what you have to get rid of and what's there to keep. And just know that, you know, this Father of Wands is very creative, coming up with some new creative plays in a way. You know, it is that Aries energy, this Father of Wands. It says a fiery climax approaches. So be ready for it. Be ready for that climax. Get into the zone, right? Be in the red zone. So you can make those touchdowns, and you do have some wins, and you feel like, all right, we did a good job. We came here, we played our best. I'm not sad about it. I'm feeling good. And that's going to be the name of the game. All right, go Otters. Okay, Cancer. We're going to put these away, and then we're going to do, last but not least, is going to be Leo. So Leo, let me get some fresh energy and some fresh cards here for you. And let's see who is going to be on Team Leo. I did drop one on the ground when I shuffled, so I'm going to pick that back up so it can be part of your team if you need it. All right. Okay. So Leo, let's talk about what's going on with you. You have Saturn opposing you in your 7th house. So relationships may just be a little challenging right now. Perhaps you aren't getting exactly what you want, but you may be getting what you deserve either way. And that means that you're going to continue to work with how life is treating you these days. Staying positive wants to be that card. It just jumped right out. Staying positive about everything. Now you have planets moving into your 2nd house. And so we're working on feeling confident, working on that self-confidence, working on realizing that we deserve what it is that we love, and determining how you're going to be using those senses, your 5 senses, to bring in positivity. So it's just you're cooking something really nice for your partner, or you love the way that the roses smell, or you're eating delicious foods and enjoying a nice glass of wine. All of these things are going to help bring that enjoyment into your life. So enjoying what it is that we're doing in our lives in such a way that you're not worried about the little things. So keeping your head up high. There's no worries, right? So let's see here. We've got our 3 cards, our past, our present, and our future. And then let's mix these up. Just got a few left. Star player, going to be that one. And let's see who wants to be the quarterback for the Leo team, for Team Leo. All right, we got a quarterback. All right. Okay, so how'd things go in the draft for you, Leo? Let's see what we got. Our mascot for Team Leo is the Bears. Woo! Maybe Chicago, maybe someone else, but we got the Bears. So that's awesome. Gotta love that. A classic mascot. So classy team, classic mascot. Your strengths as a team is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So maybe doing some thinking of things in a new way this month. Then how the season feels for you is going to be surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. Well, things may be a little out of your control as it pertains to your love life in such a way that your higher power wants you to just trust in what they have to bring you. Trust in where things are going. It may feel uncomfortable, but know that there is a higher power watching out for you and that everything's going to work as it's supposed to. And whatever it is that you're learning or moving through right now as it pertains to relationship is for your greater benefit in the long run. All right, so let's see who your QB is. Your QB is Judgment. All right, this may be a quarterback that used to play for somebody else, and now he's playing for you guys, much like, Brett Favre, who used to play for Green Bay, and then he went and played for the Vikings his last 2 seasons. So this may be somebody like that who's come to play for you for his last 2 seasons that has kind of a come from behind. You've known them in the past, and now they're here again to rise from the dead. So this quarterback could be a little older, but it's definitely somebody that has a lot of experience. So with the Judgment card, we're going to be using good judgment. We're going to be seeing what's coming back around to see if it's important for us to keep or if it's going to be let go for the rerun, so to speak. So also, you may have felt that you lost to a team at the beginning of the season just to turn around and play them again and win. So be mindful of that, where maybe you had some losses, you're going to have some big wins. Your star player is going to be the Son of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And I feel like that Knight is going to be more like a running back, somebody that moves slow but is tough, somebody that has a good defense, somebody that you can't get past. They've got the ball and they just keep moving like a freight train. So, but, maybe big, but not super fast, but nobody's going to take them down. So, no one's going to take you down. No one's going to take you down a notch. No one's going to make you feel less than. You're going to keep an open mind about maybe things that didn't go so well, but know that when this judgment comes back around, you're going to make it work in your benefit. You're going to make it work for you in your favor. I mean, you've got the Bears. The Bears have been maybe hibernating and now they're ready to come out and play. It is kind of a beginning of something new here. And it's that earthly element. So definitely staying grounded, being a good observer, watching what other people are doing, seeing how the games are going for other people so that you can use your wits to work with you in the best way. Your past energy is the Four of Swords. Present energy, we have the Five of Cups, and the future energy is the Six of Swords. This is kind of fun. We have 4, 5, 6. So what's that mean? Well, with the 6 in the future, I think there's going to be some touchdowns for you. Absolutely. Wouldn't worry about that. We've got the rainbow. We've kind of got the silver lining, so to speak. With the past energy being the Four of Swords and the future energy being the Six of Swords, there may have been a decision that you had to make to move from what you were thinking about to feeling more peaceful in the future. So what is it that you're meditating on? What is that kind, loving words that you're speaking to yourself? Making sure that those words are kind and having positive things to say after spending some time alone, being more peaceful, being more at peace. The Five of Cups may say that we are still looking to the past about things that made us sad and being upset about them. And why is it that we're doing that? Well, maybe you just feel like it's the time to be sad. I mean, you have Chiron that is trying your planets and that may be bringing up things that you're like, I didn't like the way that went. And now I'm feeling like heavy about it. So maybe we need to forgive that which didn't go well. Not everybody's perfect. Not everybody can have a perfect game. You may be blaming yourself. You may be blaming others for the loss. But either way, what's going to happen in the future is that you're going to find peace. You got to talk about it. You're going to say, all right, I'm going to take my sadness and move on. I'm going to pack my bags and go do something fun. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're going on a little trip. Maybe you're taking a break. But that break is going to be something that you can meditate. What's going to be the best plan? You're going to keep an open mind. You're going to forgive the past. Move slow but steady towards your goal, and likely, win that game that you thought maybe you had lost in the past. Come from behind, win. The forces of positivity, the forces of God or your higher power, however you want to see it, God, Goddess, they're working for you this month. They're working for you. So just be that strong bear that you know that you are, and enjoy your season and have some fun with it. And once again, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for watching my channel, and thank you for subscribing. I wish everyone a lovely September, and I hope you enjoyed the Fantasy Love Draft. I will be back with more here soon. Please subscribe to my channel for more Tantra and Tarot.